Hello, class. So, what is happiness, right? Well, the Google definition of happiness is the state of being happy. Well, sure, that makes sense. But when have we ever trusted Google with our answers? So, I put on my best suit and I set sail to find people from each stage of Eric Erickson's psychosocial development.
Dude, what are you doing, man?
Then, I asked them these four questions, starting with,
What is the happiest moment of your life?
Poopy.
Who's the most important person in your life?
Poopy.
I have a feeling I know what the answer to this next one is. What is the proudest moment of your life? What are you proudest of?
Poop.
That's amazing. What's the most important lesson that you've learned in your life?
Pee.
What was the happiest moment of your life?
When I went to the Bronx Zoo.
Who is the most important person in your life?
Can I do two?
Yeah.
God and Jesus.
What was the most proudest moment in your life? Like, what were you most proud of?
When I worked in a high school play.
What is the most important lesson that you learned?
How to pray.
Pray?
Pray.
what was the happiest moment of your life?
Like being born. Probably you see my brother born.
Meeting you, Koji, because if I didn't meet you, we wouldn't be friends.
My fifth birthday.
Who was the most important person in your life?
My brother.
I'm gonna say my grandma. She's the only grandparent I have left, so I need to value every minute that I spend with her.
My grandmother.
What are you proudest of in your life?
Keeping my grades up and building my resume, I guess.
And my driver's license.
I'm proud of my math grade.
What are the most important lessons you've learned in life?
You're as good as you want to be. You need to be able to show it. So there's no point in being super smart if you're not being able to show it or representing. Because no one would know you're extremely smart or know what you're capable of if you don't show it, so.
Be good at sports. See you far in life.
Think before you act.
So, what was the happiest moment of your life?
I would say back in September, I went to Vienna to visit two close friends. And I think it's not just one moment, but the times we shared together,
Yeah. Who is the most important person to you?
One?
Yeah, it would be however many.
Can I say parents? My parents probably the most important to me by far.
What are you proudest of in your life?
This is kind of easy. Buying a house.
Buying a
at
house.
25. It's
Okay.
a flex.
What is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
Being happy from other people being happy feels a lot more fulfilling to me than just fulfilling my own happiness in itself.
Yeah. What was the happiest moment of your life?
The happiest moments are just an accumulation of tiny happy moments.
What if you could pick one?
I have a lot of happy moments.
But if you could just pick one.
Being born.
Who's the most important person to you?
I would say myself. Not to be a narcissist.
Yeah.
But you should focus on yourself. And once you truly focus on loving yourself, then you can open yourself up to love other people.
Mm-hmm. What are you proudest of in your life?
I would say graduating college.
What is the most important life lesson you've learned?
The harder you work, then the luckier you get. Is that a fly? The harder I work, then the luckier I get. Meaning, the harder you work, then the harder you work, then the more opportunities open up for you.
Yeah. What is the happiest moment of your life?
長男のユージが生まれてきた時だと思います。
Who is the most important person in your life?
私の妻かな。
What are you proudest of in your life?
日本人であるということ、だと思います。
What is an important life lesson you learned in your life?
いつも準備をして、バックアップを常に取っておくということ。
So the only person that I really know that's around this age range is my grandmother. And recently she had a stroke, so she can't really speak well. So I have her answers written down on this piece of paper. Her happiest moment was when her grandchildren were born. The most important person or people to her were her teachers back in school. Said that they taught her everything she knew. What she was proud of or what she was proudest of, that her children and her grandchildren, she are very proud of them. Her most important lesson was to believe in your loved ones. What I learned from happiness from all this is that happiness usually comes from a place of value or from a place of beliefs. Whether you're 3 years old and you talk about poopies and peas, it usually comes from a sort of place usually relating to family or friends. Usually your happiness can sometimes directly be found from what you value. And not to mention that when we think of happiness, we think of our loved ones, we think of our family, our friends, and all that. And we think of the things that we hold dear to us. And I guess that's truly what makes happiness happiness, you know? Hope you guys enjoyed.